No comment on Kelvin Gastelum. He should have been the backup here tonight when this all went down, but
was that offered to him?
No, he couldn't do it. He's got some personal issues that he seriously needs to take care of.
Do you mind just expanding on that? Was that the plan from the beginning of this fight being announced?
Who?
With Kelvin?
Yeah. We wanted Kelvin to be the guy for a backup here. I'm not going to expand on it because it's personal.
Okay.
But some shit that he needs to get together and handle quick.
Dana White says you had issues you had to work out. To what is he referring, Kelvin?
You know what? I think he was just a little upset about me not taking the fight and just said those comments.
Because there's nothing like if they called you tomorrow and said, hey, you versus Whitaker, October, MSG, you could do it, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm ready. I told him I'm ready to go. Yeah, I know, dumbfounded, just because I don't know where those comments are coming from. I just figured he was upset over me not taking the fight a day and a half before.
Have you had a chance to speak to him since?
No.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I would love to sit down and see what those comments were about.
This isn't beef, man. This is a disagreement. Dana does this, man. I don't think Calvin should take this personally. Dana does this anytime somebody turns down a fight. He gets a little personal, says they should get their shit together or whatever. Listen, man, promoters will be promoters at the end of the day. They need the money. They want the money. And who buys into the fights other than the fans? It's the fans that buy into the fights. And if the fights make sense, they'll buy into them. So I see where Dana's coming from. And I don't think Kelvin Gastelum should apologize or even have a conversation with Dana. The fact that Dana chose to address this in the public instead of taking it to Kelvin himself, that's a question that most people should ask. It's not like Dana doesn't have access to Kelvin Gastelum, So I don't think he should take this personally. I don't think he should even think about this because this to me is Dana, the promoter, coming in, not Dana, the dude who likes fights. No. This is Dana White, the promoter, being the promoter. And in being the promoter, you have to be the bad guy 90% of the time. Even when the people aren't necessarily paying attention to what you are doing, they are paying attention to what you are saying in regards to an athlete. So they'll believe what you are saying purely based on you saying. Here's my issue. I don't necessarily subscribe to that train of thought simply because of Dana White being a promoter. If you haven't heard, Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman clearly couldn't come to an agreement with the Joshua Wilder fight. Hence why I'm going off on promoters, man. Listen, you all get your money. It doesn't matter. You all get your money. And for stuff like that to happen, I don't think that you can justify that by saying it's greed or whatever. But listen, I'm getting off track. Calvin, don't sweat it. Dana needs to sweat. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.
By unanimous decision. I see you walking around. You've been screaming George, even though you just beat BJ Penn in an outstanding fight. What's on your mind right now? I don't think George is hurt. I think he's scared. I think he's scared to fight everybody right now. What's up? Where you at, George? This is obviously...
Shit.
Morning, Dad.